Hey guys, and welcome back to Arcane Assist. I'm here with John, and we're playing Terminus and Bloody Barnabas. I'm piloting Cryx. He's piloting minions. John, why don't you walk us through what you brought today?
Okay, here we go. Today I brought Bloody Barnabas. Battle group is a Wrestler, Ironback Spitter. I have the Sacred Vault, a full unit of Croak Raiders, a full unit of Posse, and a full unit of Nis Hunters.
All right, and what's the plan? What does this list do?
So I built this list a couple of days ago. Really been dojoing about it. I'm hoping to bring people up the table and hopefully get some shots off. Shoot most things off the table. Maybe commit my 2 heavies on your Kraken, as I see across from me. And with Rage, they can do some damage.
Oh yeah, Black-Eyed Wrestlers with Rage are very, very hard-hitting. So my list today is Terminus, which this is actually the first time I've played Terminus. Turns out he's really fun. I've heard so many like crazy stories of Terminus in Mark II where he's like, "Oh, I have 28 focus." So I kind of wanted to try to do something like that. So I have Terminus. My battle group includes a Kraken, because I heard that with Berserk and 4-inch reach is pretty radical. And 2 Death Rippers, because I feel like Arc Nodes are the way to go with Terminus in Mark III. Because just arcing Annihilation is super scary, as you're going to see right off the bat here. Also have the Wither Shadow Combine to hand out that Berserk, to also give me the free upkeep for Malediction. And then I have my favorite unit in the game, the Devil Shadow Mutineers, with their best friend, Lord Rockbottom, because those are going to be in pretty much every Mercs list and Cryx list I ever make. Not necessarily because they're really good, but they are really good. I just love them so much. And we got a Pistol Wraith, a Warwitch Siren, and the good old Bane Warriors with UA, which I originally, after reading, the internet, which is always right, I originally thought the Bane Warriors were not going to do all that well. But after reading what the UA actually does, it's pretty cool mini feat where if anybody in the unit, it's basically everyone gains Death Toll Bane, right? Because if anything kills anything, I get another Bane, which is pretty cool.
That's really good.
Yeah. And they're all tough, because Terminus. Anyways, that's what my list does. And we're going to hop right into the game here. So, first off, as always, terrain. We have, to the right, a forest, followed by a wall up top and a hill below that. Below that is another hill. Then, to the left of that wall up in the top zone is a shallow water. Below that is a forest, and below that is a wall. And we're playing not Outflank, but Outlast, because they changed the name of that. And here you might be wondering what I'm doing. That is a Death Ripper, which ran 14 inches up the board, and we're trying to see if Annihilation would be in range by doing math. Turns out it's 1 inch off of the deployment line. So, it's still worth casting Annihilation and hoping for a scatter, because blast damage is POW 10, which on 4s kills Croak Raiders.
Yeah, armor 13, so yeah.
And, if I get a lucky scatter, I'm hitting 6 Croaks.
Well, I was so afraid when you mentioned that, oh yeah, I'm going to cast Annihilation, I want to get 5 Croaks. I'm just like, excuse me? You're going to get what? And we did a lot of math. It took 2 minutes of us making sure, wait a second, this measure, make sure we're all deployed right, make sure the math's gonna be right.
Yeah, more math than it really should take 2 people who are long out of middle school. But you know what? It happens. So Terminus walking up, Malediction, and throwing that Annihilation out anyway, hoping we get a good scatter. Because if we get those souls right off the bat, it's going to be a crazy snowball. We don't. Probably for the better.
That definitely would have made this game a little quicker. I would have lost most of my Croaks in the front row, and, well, that's definitely... Croaks do huge work in most lists now. There's still Mark III Croaks.
Yep. Well, Mark II they only lost 2 POW. That's all they lost, right? And with an additional die on damage, they're rolling 20s on average. And when they spike, they spike hard.
No, and then also they set you on fire still, right? Like that's just
That is also
being
a
oiled
thing.
and
Also,
on fire is
boosted fire
It's so good.
is crazy.
They're such a good unit.
Plus, now you can take them with Roadhogs, which have flamethrowers. It's really cool. I made a sweet Helga list that had double Roadhog. And Splatterboars have a fire AoE too.
Okay.
Run them with pigs. I don't care if you don't want frogs with your pigs. Run them with pigs.
You can even run them with the troll unit, the
Fire Eaters. Yes, you can run them with Fire Eaters as well. That was popular in Mark II.
Yeah, a lot of people were running that earlier, so now I'm just doing my pre-measuring, making sure all threat ranges I know exactly what they come from.
Yeah, basically you're just trying to not to forfeit anything immediately to the Kraken.
Anything huge to the Kraken, like my Sacred Vault or even my War Beast. Like the Cryx obviously going to get in the front line. They're going to do some damage first of all, and hopefully they can take some stuff out.
Yep.
So I'm just moving the Sacred Vault up. I think I rolled 1 shot with it.
Yeah, you do that a lot this game. Rolls 1 shot for the Death Ripper. Does a decent amount of damage, I think.
Boosted to hit, boosted damage because I only got 1 shot, so there's no point saving those souls. I need to get rid of these Arc Nodes. Like, the Arc Nodes are scary.
Yeah, they're a huge part in Mark III Terminus because you can just throw annihilations out left and right from crazy angles and get a lot more models than your opponent's going to expect you to.
And you take the souls from a Sacred Vault because Annihilation says...
Yeah, because Annihilation specifically says that it takes the soul, that the caster gets the souls regardless of proximity. So I can steal the souls right out from under the Sacred Vault's nose.
So as I got a proxy base out there. I asked the threat range of the warriors out there,
Yep.
and I put a proxy base so make sure I'm not engaging, or you can engage me the next turn.
And that is as far as the Bane Warriors can go.
So now I'm just rolling shots at the Jack there.
Yeah.
Oiling them, missing them.
It's rough for them, right? Because they're def 14 arc nodes.
And Rat 6, so...
You need 8s.
Need 8s. I got it oiled after 3 attempts, so I have like 5 or 6 shots at it to kill it.
Yeah.
So they're all... I need 8s to hit still, but then they're boosted POW 10s.
Which, on average, does 6 damage.
So there's a hit. Here's a boost. There's 7. And there's a miss. Oh no, it hit because your body...
you crippled my movement.
Crippled your movement right away.
Which basically spells death for a Death Ripper.
So that's 1. So at this point, I'm like, okay, cool. I got the only arc node out of the list. And then Evan points out, no, I actually have 2. So then I'm like, okay, well, this could be a problem later on. So posses move up. Dredge of Mist. I'm pretty sure it's the new... Yeah, Dredge of Mist. They're affected by concealment. Not going to really matter this game, but, they changed a bit, but they're still pretty tanky. They're 5 boxes now. They're still 12-16, 12-16, 12-18 engaged. They're still pretty good. They do their job. They definitely can hold zones by themselves. So next is my caster. He puts a Swamp Pit out. Then I'm going to move my War Beast up. I go in the Swamp Pit so he can't shoot me because most of his shooting stuff's on the top right of the table.
This is actually pretty important because I can't Weapon Master shoot him with Zera, and I can't shoot him with the Kraken. And he's out of charge range of the
so
Kraken.
Like the whole shooting thing, keeping my War Beast alive is pretty good, and moving up the table. Swamp Pit now is an upkeep, so you only can put 1 out.
Yeah, that's rough, but it's probably for the better. I mean, you used to have like 3 Swamp Pits out, and then you'd have all your Gator posses unable to be shot.
Yeah, so like when I used to play Bloody, I don't play him much. This is maybe my fifth or sixth game with him. I used to put 3 Swamp Pits, put a unit of Cryx in one, and 2 unit posses in the other, and it's just like you can't shoot me off the table. So anyone playing shooting lists have a hard time. So like it was just really good. I could move myself up the table, and then I could feet. And then it's just like everything's knocked down, and then my range just goes right at you. So in this game, I'm just moving things up. Like I said, now my Nists are getting behind my Croaks, making sure Annihilation out of the range. Yes, I got a lot of stuff bunched up. I figured I'm going to lose a lot of guys here, but I'm hoping I have enough spread out where I can do a significant lot of damage next turn.
Yep. So at the beginning of my turn, I'm checking to see if I can get the Kraken in there to berserk a bunch of dudes.
4-inch reach, man.
Yeah. Turns out I can only really get 3 or 4 models in my melee range. So I'm debating whether or not it's better to shoot the giant AoE 5 gun with once, or if I should charge in and try and get a bunch of melee hits. I think I end up charging it in and just getting those hits, because he also has kill shot. So I go in, kill one, and try to make a shot at something.
So what's your gun on the Kraken?
The Kraken has a 16-inch AoE 5, I think it's POW 14 gun.
That's really good. 16 inches AoE 5. That's like
Yeah.
POW 14, so that's like a 6 to kill most of my army on a blast damage.
Yeah. It's huge. And I'm just measuring out, I think, the annihilations here, because I'm probably going to run up that other Arc node and Arc 1 in, or just use Terminus himself. Definitely planning to defeat this turn, because I think I can get a lot of souls off those clumped up infantry models.
So playing Terminus, your goal defeating is just to collect as many souls, camp it out one turn, and then next turn you usually go for the assassination, or go for like a scenario win after that?
Either or, really, because after that turn, you're basically, because each soul gives you a point of armor, which, if you camp enough, you practically become unkillable, right? Because if I get 10 souls, I go to arm 28.
Oh.
And then I have the additional focus reduction mechanic now. So sometimes I'll effectively be arm 33.
Oh, that's really good.
So there's Annihilation. Gets me 3 souls.
Soccer Vault was out, right? But
Yep.
Once again, Annihilation takes the souls from them, so...
I end up feeding here. Try to get as many souls as possible.
Spraying the one by the wall, I'm pretty sure, right?
Yep.
I think this is a plan here.
Gets that guy. Gets me another soul.
So that's 4 souls now this turn? Or is that 5?
That's 5, yeah.
Yeah, 5 souls so far, and two attacks. And this is not even his other army. Like, his whole army can give him souls here.
Yeah, because it's anything that dies in my control area. The Sacred Vault kind of ruins my feat a little bit here, because it can take up to
5.
5 of the souls I'm trying to get.
I have 2 right now. So there's a third.
Yeah, so at this point my plan has kind of become, well, I mean, if I fill up the Sacred Vault, he can't take any more of my souls, and we'll be good. It's probably not a great idea to give your opponent that many souls, but I didn't think the Sacred Vault could do a whole lot against me other than maybe shoot a couple times.
The Soccer Vault this game was good. I enjoyed it. I liked the model itself.
Yeah, it was great just for that denial mechanic.
Yeah,
itself.
I didn't even bring it just to deny you the souls. Like, it wasn't even, I didn't know who you were playing until the morning of. So, like, I brought it just because I think Bloody really benefits from it now, and it could be a huge gun. It could be a huge gun list. This is, so I'm hoping to work with it more. So right now he's just rolling the berserk attacks with the Kraken. Some are missing, some are doing damage. When he hits, he kills. But he only has 4-inch reach, so he's only had like 3 guys in it. I think we measured it before.
Yeah. Only had about 3 guys, which it's fine. It gets me corpses with the Kraken, which are important because I can use them to. I get a point of strength for each one I have.
Oh, okay, that's really good.
Yeah, I believe it's called meat fueled, and it just makes it a huge threat. Like I can effectively kill your heavies with little to no effort. It's also crazy if you've seen the other casters in Cryx, like Denny 1 and Scar 1, can apparently get it to effectively POW 31. Because they both have 5 up damage swings, and then you have Dark Shroud Infaction, and you have Rust Bomb from Gorman, and then you have It's Meatfield. Yeah, look that up, guys. It's pretty insane.
So, as Evan's talking, like he's just moving his warriors now just to protect his caster.
Wall of Banes.
Yeah, the top zone, he just kind of contested the zone. He couldn't shoot anything because everyone was in the swamp pit, so he couldn't see them. There's a pistol wave up there. I don't have much magic except for bloody, so it's probably gonna be chilling there all game, contesting that zone.
Yep.
So now it's my turn. I'm thinking to myself, what's my plan? I'm trying to pre-measure, see if I can get both heavies on the Kraken with rage, and I'm thinking to myself, do I have to cast Warpath or not? Because Warpath's pretty good. You kill something, you can move anyone up to 3 inches. So it's really good. War Beast. You can move War Beast up to 3 inches. So
Yeah, and I don't. If you do cast it, I'm not sure what you'll trigger it off of, because you'll have to move Bloody up really close to where all my Banes are, and then you'll have to kill it with a Nis Hunter, and then you maybe walk around with the turtle, because I think the Wrestler's easy peasy in
Wrestler's
range.
within walking distance, actually.
Yeah.
So it has 1 inch reach, so it's within 5 inches, and then you can reach once. So that saves me the extra fury.
The other thing you have to choose between is casting Warpath or raging both beasts.
Yes.
Because
Warpath is
cost
3.
Yeah.
And then both rages 2 and 2. So I'm just thinking now, I'm like, the Kraken has to go. The Kraken cannot stay. Because if it gets another turn on the board, I'm going to lose a lot more of my infantry. So I'm just thinking order activations. It's pretty serious. Like, I'm like, I don't want to mess things up. So
I'm showing John something on Facebook. I don't remember what it is.
New Imperial assault stuff.
Oh, yeah, it was Jabba the Hutt. That's a cool game. We're probably going to cover it eventually. Anyways, going back to the matter at hand.
Going. Once again, he rolled 1. Boost attack, boost damage, and kill the warrior.
Yep.
That's it. That's Sacrivault. Once again, rolling 1 attack. Like I said, it's a great model. This game, I wish it did a little more. I'm hoping to showcase it a lot more in future videos. So now I'm thinking, do I run the Nissin on the Kraken and take some Weapon Master charges, or do I activate a War Beast first? So I decided to go War Beast. Bloody's Raging, camping 1. That's my plan. The Swamp Pit's not upkept. I don't think I upkept it.
No, it is upkept.
Yeah, it is upkept.
Yes, we only have one Fury left.
So I upkept the Swamp Pit because I put Bloody in it, so now he can't get shot from the upper half of the table.
Yeah, you don't want him getting shot by Zira and Moreland, because they kill people.
Yes, Weapon Masters are pretty good.
And you don't want him getting shot by the Pistol Wraith, too, because if you get hit twice by the Pistol Wraith, he has a
stationary?
chain attack stationary, yeah.
Yeah, so Wrestler walked up. Now I'm swinging the attacks. It's Mat 6. Right now, Mat 6, defense is, 10?
Defense 10.
Defense 10, so 4 is a hit.
Yep. My
power with Rage is 20 and 17.
Which is dice +1 and dice -2 on the 17. But it's not going to matter too much on that one negative attack, because Kraken is very squishy for a Colossal. He's kind of a glass cannon with a massive threat range, as opposed to something like a Mountain King, which is just meant to eat a billion hits.
So I did quite a bit of damage, as you see on Evan's phone there.
The Wrestler manages to take out like more than half a side, or more than an entire side, rather.
Yes, side and a bit.
Yeah, side and a bit.
So now I'm debating, like, do I bring the Spitter in? Can I shoot him off the table? I decided that I bet best chance to if I just charge him in and hopefully finish him off here.
Yep.
So the Spitter is POW 17. POW 18 and POW 17. POW 17. So it's pretty good as well with Rage. Like, Rage is huge in this list now. Having minions have the access to Rage has brought all the War Beasts up a scale. Like, they're so good right now.
Yep. Rage is just a turd polisher.
Yeah. So now I'm just I'm contesting the zone even with my Spitter.
Yeah, and that's an issue for me,
which was a huge thing
because I cannot get rid of that.
Spitter has Carapace, +4 armor against free strikes, damage rolls, and range attack damage rolls. So it's really good. So it brings his armor to 22. So defense is 10, but armor 22 against range attacks and free strikes. So and most of that top board are range attacks. So I felt pretty safe with scenario right now. So now I got my infantry. I'm measuring out where I can put my Cryx to shoot some things off the table. There's certain things I need to get off the table. There's one model you had that has a spray.
Yes, I have a War Witch Siren hiding in there. The other thing you're worried about is that Arc Node that's still on the table.
Yeah. The second Arc Node I totally forgot about.
Yep, I kept him back.
The spray is definitely wanted off the table because the spray can do pretty much a lot of damage here because I'm going to clump up a lot of my army because I feel like I need to get off. This is my turn to limit your army. There's also, I think I wanted to take off the UA as well for your Banes.
Yeah, you wanted to take that off so I don't charge some Nis Hunters or some Gatormen and get more tough sack bond targets.
Yes. Yeah, you also mentioned.
Yep. Our camera died there, so there's a bit of a transition. You didn't miss anything. We managed to notice that the camera had turned off before we continued playing.
What happened is actually the memory card filled up.
Well, yeah. So we had to.
So we have it plugged in. We're not going down that route again. So the memory card filled up. So we just kind of had a quick second. I caught it as I rolled, so we stopped, paused it, brought it back. So we're just catching up here. Now we're looking for lanes to that UA in the back for the warriors.
Yep.
So lasers, pre-measuring, things are on the table. Proxy bases are coming out. Like this is Mark III. This is how Mark III should be played. Like, make sure you pre-measure everything. Make sure you stay out of melee ranges. Max reach, max threat range. Like, it's really good now. Like, I think every cast and episode we've stated pre-measuring is what everyone needs to do. Like, you need to do it no matter what.
It just makes crazy situations like this nice and clear for both players. No confusion.
Even for you guys watching. Like, if we just went up and nothing happened, and you're like, oh, why did he do that? Or what was he trying to do? It would be a little confusing. I know I watched some podcasts where it's like, oh, what is he doing? Like he runs up.
Watching someone fail a charge it's stupid.
It's not fun. Or you watch someone place a model and you're like, oh, can he actually get there? Like it doesn't look like it. We're taking the time. We're putting proxies down. We're putting tokens down. We're like lasering. Like we're making sure we're talking to each other, making sure we have lines, and it shows you guys where the line is, where the model has to be. Like this is Selena right now. I'm trying to get her in range of your UA in the back as well so I can get her rat.
Yep.
So like I'm measuring it and it has to be at the very point of that. Like we're doing it again. Like we're measuring it again and again to make sure it works. So we're using all the tools we have on the board to make sure I can get this target because I need him off the table. Like it was pretty big.
Yeah. And I'm pretty confident in that even if he gets some shots, he's still dice off at minimum 2 with a 3-man CRA because he does end up getting 3 people that can see the UA. So I get a 3-man CRA.
Yeah, POW 13
against me, and it's POW 13 dice off 2. He needs a 7 to kill me, which he rolls exactly, and I get a tough check because Terminus still gives Banes tough. Well, he gives any undead model tough, which is really good. Fail it, lose the UA. It sucks, but it's not the end of the world. Lose another Bane to some additional Nis shots.
So yeah, now I feel comfortable. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna have 100 Banes coming back at me after the game, after the next round. Like they're not gonna go and kill my Nis or kill my Cryx and bring more Banes back. Some are tough, and now I'm trying to hit the guy top down. Double ones, I missed. So I'm like, okay, I'll move on. Don't worry about it. So I'm rolling around, trying to take as many shots as I can, kill as many as I can. Checking line of sight again. I don't think I have line of sight, so I chose to hit the guy, knock down, and I rolled double ones again.
Yep.
So, double ones are a thing. Don't let it hurt you. Just keep moving on in your game. These guys are charging. They gain...
They're just walking in.
They're walking in. Yeah, their speed...
Yeah.
Their speed 5, walking in with 2-inch reach and a bite.
Yeah.
So...
Moving my tons of tokens out of the way, that little brown circle is not a proxy base. It is my feet token. It says feet on it. You just can't see it. So this turn I have 12 focus. Not as crazy a feet turn as I would have liked, but it's still pretty good.
So my posse actually just ran in that turn because we figured that wall was in the way.
Right.
So they ran in to
Right.
engage you so that you can engage my Nis Hunters.
Yep.
So they're just doing their job.
It's
They're
true.
5 boxes, that's 30 boxes on the table.
So
25 boxes on the table, sorry.
yeah. So my big question for this turn is, what do I want to do with my giant mountain of focus? And it's actually a really hard question, because I can kill both of his heavy war beasts. The question is, do I die immediately after if I do that? And I'm not sure, because I on average, I mapped it out. I think I kill both beasts with about 3 focus remaining.
So 29 boxes each, 19 armor, 18 armor.
Yeah.
Leave you on 3 focus. You were scared of getting a shot off the table?
No, Weapon Masters.
The Nis Hunters?
Yeah, the Nis Hunters. Because I'm not scared of shooting, because I have Sack Pawn, so I'll just run some Banes up that I can Sack Pawn to, or even the Wither Shadow Combine.
Okay.
Because at this point in the game, they're not hugely relevant. I end up taking some swings with my Banes just to remove Gators from the table.
Well, you move 3 Gators. It's pretty big.
Yep.
That's my front line unit right there. So, are you at this point? Are you still debating about running Terminus in, or after you?
Yes. I'm
still?
still debating, just because I'm working out all the stops, seeing what is more important. Here, the Pistol Wraith stationary is the turtle, just because he has nothing else to really shoot. Probably should have stationaried the Blackhide Wrestler. Maybe that would have made me choose to go in on that, because I end up, after all is said and done, not going in on the 2 beasts, because I want to play it safe, camp a bunch, and not die.
Okay.
Essentially, is my plan. Mar, Weapon Master, attacks the Spitter, doesn't do anything.
Arm 18. So.
Moreland picks off a Nis Hunter with his gun. Zira also shooting the Ironback Spitter.
Armor 24 against, or 22 against shots.
Yep, it's dice off 10 with a Weapon Master. It's not terrible, but don't end up doing any damage. So here I'm also thinking I can probably run up this Arc Node or my Warwitch Siren, clear out a bunch of Nis. I end up walking up with the Warwitch Siren and spraying, I think, the 2 Croak Raiders. Or, actually, no, I think I end up shadow binding the Blackhide.
You did.
Yeah.
Now, what was the reason behind that?
You have to shake it
That's,
more than anything.
Just one less focus for me next turn?
Yep.
Okay. Shake stationary, shake. Okay, so each beast is down 1 focus. That's,
Yeah.
Or 1 fury.
Arc Node, I think I'm planning on arcing in Annihilation at those 3 Nis Hunters right there. Souls.
So
And removing models from the
starting
table.
this
But
turn-
souls.
starting at this turn, with your Kraken being gone, how did you feel, like, after my 2 beasts killed your Kraken? Like, did you see that coming? Like, were you anticipating that?
I was kind of expecting that. I just was thinking I was going to get more work done with the Kraken on that unit. I didn't have the threat to, but I don't think standing back and shooting with it would have been any more effective.
No? You don't think the blast damage, even like a blast damage on like Nis Hunters even kills, like Nis Hunters are only armor 11, so that's a
Yeah, but
4 is the kill
I
there.
already get that shot if I kill something in melee, right? Because I
Okay.
have kill shot.
Okay. Okay. So now you're
So
just debating.
this
Evan's
is
in a
a-
think tank. Like,
yeah.
he's debating if he wants to cast. Like, proxy base is where his caster
Might
would go.
Yeah.
Like, he's debating. It's auto hit because he's stationary. He can easily kill the 1. He's doing
other
the
thing-
math.
The other thing I'm taking into account is I could attempt to crit pitch. Pitch is the word. Crit pitch. Because he has that on his fist attack.
So that 10
The
times
turtle
fast.
out of the zone so I could dominate.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not good relying on crits. So I end up not going for that either. I don't know. I don't know if it's safer to just go away or worth it, because I don't think after this turn, if I walk away, I have anything left that can kill those war beasts, right? Other than Terminus.
So this is your
And
chance.
this would be the chance. This is the chance with 12 focus to go after and kill them. We choose not to.
Well, you choose
Eventually, yeah. Me and Terminus. God, he's a people too, John. So I decide to eventually, whenever I make this move, because I'm taking a long time.
It's been 7 minutes. It's been 7 minutes. Us talking about it. We're talking about, is it possible for you to kill you? I'm like, what are you worried about afterwards? Like, we talk during the game. Like, you don't hear our voices during the game, but we're talking about all the situations afterwards. Like, does Bloody come up and kill you? All the guns, weapon masters. Like, what are you worried about? And then he's talking about it. He's debating about it.
I end up assaulting that gator and spraying, trying to get 2 gators. Move up the arc node, just because he can be relevant. So,
yep, it's Evan's still like in the think tank. Like, he's just moving some stuff up now, taking some pot shots.
Dark firing things, dark fire croak with
gaining another
Shadow
soul.
Combine. Yeah, unfortunately, this one doesn't go to Terminus. I wish it could. I forgot to move the rest of the unit, but John doesn't hold it against me.
No, it's not a big deal. We're here to have fun, trying to teach you guys some stuff. We're learning as well as we're playing. Taking some shots, just seeing who's engaged with who. Like,
it's a long think tank.
Yeah, when someone's in a think tank, it's just like, okay, we can talk about as much as we can. Terminus has flight, so remember that. He can go over his own stuff, get some sprays off, hits about 3 guys, one of his own guy too. Like, it's just, he's just trying to clear as much as possible. Misses the gator, hits the second one. Armor's 18 because he's engaged.
I hit my own Wither Shadow Combine matter, or not
boxcars.
War Witch Siren.
Gator does not tough. So now he's rolling, kills her, his own guy.
And that's, how that works out.
And does some damage to the Wrestler.
Terminus gains assault from that gator he murdered with assault.
Yes. So now you decided to take the scenario. So after thinking about it, you decided to go for the scenario. Now, are you trying to clear the zone this turn now because you don't have much left to clear it with, or you just decided, like, try to stay away from threat ranges?
Try to stay away, clear out some NIST because they're probably the most threatening thing to me right now.
Pound 9 Weapon Masters?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Weapon Master anything, they can spike hard, do a crap ton of damage, especially on the charge when they get 4 dice. And yeah, they can spike either way, but you can't just rely on average dice happening all the time. At least in my experience, I haven't been able to rely on average dice happening. So it's always better to just take that safe precaution.
If we played a game where everyone rolled average dice, I don't think it would be as fun or exciting to watch or even to play. Dice are definitely something that I enjoy rolling. I have a lot of fun. Sometimes, like, especially playing trolls, my main faction, tough checks. Those are always exciting to roll. Yeah, dice is part of the game, and you got to deal with it and go with it. Now it's back to my turn. Rolling.
Corrosion.
Yeah, corrosion. Yeah, took 1 damage to those 3. Huge. Wasn't a big deal. Nothing's out on any of my beasts.
So I think we forget to do Shadow Bind on the Wrestler. This turn, I think you forget that, but the other guy has a token for shaking stationary.
I think I got the focus. I think that we paid it. I think there's 2 there. I think there's both of them that were paid. I don't think it actually matters in this turn.
No.
If I forgot, I'm sorry, but in the end,
it doesn't make a huge deal.
In the end, it doesn't make a difference. This turn was, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, threat ranges, Terminus, can I get to him? What do I need to clear? Bloody Barnabas still hasn't feated, which is something I'm not sure if you forgot about or if you didn't rely on it, but his feat's pretty good. Enemy, wow. I wish I could speak today. Models without Amphibious currently in Bloody Barnabas' control range becomes knocked down. So that's everything on his side of the board gets knocked down.
Yep.
So I'm thinking to myself, this is a feat turn. Like, I'm pretty sure I could take out probably 3/4 of his army, and then once again, he's worried about not killing my war beast, or how does he kill my war beast? I think the time has came and gone. I feel real safe I don't feel I'll be keeping up the Swamp Pit this turn. Now I'm in the think tank. I'm just making sure, like I've always stated when I play, I want to make sure if I'm going for the kill and I'm going for a huge move, I make sure I do it right. So a lot of times I'm pre-measuring. So I decided it's going to be feet turn. So Bloody moves up his 6, or his speed 5, moves up 5. Make sure everything's within his control of 12. Caster, I think I missed the 2.
Yeah, you
Banes.
missed the 2 Banes on the end there.
Which, okay, it's not a big deal. Yes, he can sack punch them, so they're going to be a little nuisance later on. But everything else is knocked down. Now I'm grabbing some beads. Like, you're going to see red, black, white, blue. Tokens just for everything to be knocked down.
We don't have that many knockdown tokens.
Yeah, so we decided to use the token factions, the red, just focus factions things to show you what's knocked down. And it's everything except the 2 Banes and the Fairback. Like, I even get those 2 units in the back there.
Yeah, 2 Wither Shadow Combine.
So everything's knocked down. He puts Rage once again on the 2 War Beasts. Yeah, and now I'm just thinking about, I got cleared a lane. So 2 for Rage, 2 more for Rage. No, Warpath, because I need a Warpath. This is where I need a Warpath move to make this closer. So 2 for Rage, 3 for Warpath, camping 1, just because, well, I don't have a once cast spell.
Yep. Spitter goes up.
Shooting the guy that's knocked down.
Yep, shooting the AoE onto the knockdown Bane.
Anything
Just hoping to clear some guys.
PAL 14, Corrosion, AoE 4.
Yep.
Hits a guy, boosting the guy that's beside him. Kills him as well.
There were some Banes that you can't see behind Terminus there.
Hits the guy that stand up, fails his tough check. He's dead as well. And there goes most of his sack pawns. Spitter did his job. Spitter's so good in Mark 3. Range 12, AoE 4, PAL 14 on his gun. Corrosion. Continuous corrosion as well. Counterblast is this new animus, which is when an enemy model advances towards it, ends its movement in the spellcaster's command range, the spellcaster can make 1 basic melee or range attack targeting that model. So it's really good. PAL 14, don't get me wrong, his command is only 6, but PAL 14 gun coming at you with corrosion.
Well, yeah, more importantly, you can also use it in melee.
Yes.
You can make a melee attack.
Yeah, you can also use his bite or his claw, PAL 15. So it's really good. So now I'm clearing out the stuff. My Gator and Posse moved up, just killing the guys that are knocked down. Easy to hit. Basically, then you make a tough check. Well, I guess dice off 3. So it's not dice can play a role.
It's true.
So the Wrestler moved because of Warpath.
Yep.
3 inches, so that's why he's a little closer this time. Now I'm debating, do I do my Wrestler first, or do I do my Cryx first, or do I do my Nis first? Because they're all going to go in on you.
Yep.
That's the plan. Like there's no if, what's, or buts.
Yep.
I even have a Sacrivolt. I haven't rolled 4 or decided. It has 5 focus on it this turn.
It's true.
Probably going to roll 1 shot again, but it can do some damage.
Yeah.
Because Terminus is knocked down.
Yeah, so I don't even get my tough check.
So you have flight, and you're knocked down. Like he's not steady.
He is not steady.
See, I thought he was steady the whole time.
No.
So like, it's weird. So here we go. Moving in, take some shots. So I'm still just making sure I do everything right, because you do something wrong, that could be the end of the game, or give the game right back to someone.
Well, yeah, failed assassination runs a lot of the time just give your opponent so much to come back to the game with. Because if he fails this, I take his Wrestler, no problems. And I probably take all of the Nis Hunters.
So I decided to go with Nis first. I proxy the Wrestler where it would be. So I ran the Nis. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Weapon Master Nis on you.
Yep.
Auto hit because you're knocked down.
Uh-huh.
So the first 2 I rolled, and I only rolled 3 dice. They're Weapon Masters. They're supposed to be 4 dice.
Yeah. I pointed out to him after I realized that he
after I rolled
4
4.
dice.
So here's the rest of them. He did, what was that, 12, 17
Yeah.
dice off. So you reduced it, reduced
Yep.
the next one. Reduce the next one. This, about 9s.
Yeah.
Armor what?
18. So he's got a butcher defense stat line. He's 14-18.
Okay, so it's off 9.
Yeah. It would be a lot scarier if he wasn't knocked down, because you need 8s to hit.
Yes.
But He was knocked down, and the wrestler
Had to come in and hit once.
Yeah,
So
punches him.
he charged in, auto hits. So you only used one fury, one focus. So the shadow bind wasn't really that big a deal
it
in
wasn't
here.
at all.
I would have just shaken it. It was a mistake, you know. Mistakes
Whatever.
happen, but
I didn't have a token.
yeah, and it's hard when you don't have tokens at the table and it goes your opponent's turn. It's hard to remember things. So yeah, that's Bloody Barnabas versus Terminus. Barnabas wins with assassination.
Yep.
Overall, it was a great game. I really enjoyed playing that game. Minions have a thing in Mark III.
Yeah, minions are scary in Mark III.
Especially now you can do a combined pack.
Yeah, you can take pigs and gators together. I mean, we didn't in this game, but you could take Nis Hunters.
Yes.
So that's scary.
Yeah, so this list I find is very competitive. I think I'll be playing a little more as my second faction, some minions. Well, thank you for watching. This is John.
And this is Evan. Thank you very much for watching Arcane Assist. Just before we go, I'd like to let you all know that Tim's going to be away for another couple of weeks, so it's just going to be me and John for those weeks. And I'd also like to get some requests for what you guys want to see us play. What factions, what casters.
Trolls.
John is itching to play trolls. We're actually just, once we finish up this, we're going to go record a troll battle report. He's super excited about that. And remember to subscribe for more videos every Monday. And you can find us on all the social medias in the description below the video. See you next Monday.